Hi guys, Kaza here. Welcome back. We're back with Secrets of Me. We're on chapter 11 with Meguru. Let me know what you guys think about this chapter in the comments below. Give it a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll get going to see what happens next. And to leave or to stay. Hey, it's actually daytime for once out here. For the next few days, my listening devices continued acting strangely. Not to mention, I received a threatening letter. Would I be alright staying on the ship? Even so, I wouldn't allow myself to just give up and leave. I leaned against the handrail and started to think about my next step. One of Meguru's mistresses rushed out of her room. What? There's thumbtacks and needles spread out on top of my bed. No way. Again? Didn't we just have that panic about the water leaking too? Meguru's mistresses were whispering to each other about what had been going on. That's not all. Someone put quick-drying glue in my door's keyhole. In these past few days, a number of strange events have been happening to Meguru's lovers. Something had been jamming my listening devices too. Was all of this Saki's work? But putting glue in someone's keyhole was petty and kind of childish, actually. As I thought about anything, something alarming had happened. It felt like someone had pushed me from behind. Huh? Had someone pushed me on purpose? I was leaning over the safety fence set up and was about to fall into the ocean. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Was I going to fall in? I really did want to. Watch out. A man grabbed my arm and had rescued me from nearly falling into the sea. What are you doing, daydreaming in a place like this? Meguru. You saved me again? A lot of strange things have been occurring around here recently, so be a little more careful. However, Meguru wouldn't look me in the eye. Okay. I heard what other people have been getting threatening letters too. But other people have received the same type of letter I had? Now I'll excuse myself. Meguru stopped talking and turned around to leave. Oh, wait! I called out to him without thinking. Do you hate me? Grab on his sleeve, stare at him. Well, he's kind of reluctant, so I guess staring at him probably would be better. Like, don't force him to stay. Let him stop himself. I didn't know what to do. Without finding the right words to say, I just stared at Meguru's face. He noticed I was staring at him and turned around. Huh? Meguru had looked at me in the eye for a second before he looked away again. If you don't have any business with me, then please don't stop me. All I did was save a beautiful damsel in need, and that was the only reason why I helped you. I just stood there because I couldn't think of the right thing to say. Mr. Yakushi? The woman who had rushed out of her room a moment ago started talking to Meguru. I'm sorry, but I'd like to get off the boat today. You want to leave? Yes, the threatening letter I received really scares me. I understand. I'll have the ship dock at the nearest harbor tonight. Thanks. The woman bowed her head and ran back to her room. I guess things aren't going as I'd planned. Meguru? I tried talking to him, but he had a somber smile on his face. Please, don't worry about it. I was just talking to myself. And on that note, Meguru walked back to his room, but his back looked so lonely. Was it just my imagination? What? I don't know what in the world that's supposed to be. Oh. I was like, what? That night, the ship's horn went off as we docked in a nearby harbor. Meguru, thank you for letting me live my dream life. I'm sorry, I love you, but... No, it's alright. I call for cars to pick you up at the dock. Take care. The women got off the boat one after the other and drifted away. However, Meguru's back still looked lonely, like it had this afternoon. It pained me to see him like this. After the woman had left, the ship started to set sail again. I stood by myself next to the handrail and timidly walked closer to Meguru. Meguru? Oh, you didn't leave? There's no way I could leave. You're so unpredictable. Meguru spoke to me with a slightly sarcastic way and looked out at the distant cliffs. It's just like you told me. I've just been letting those girls live in a dream world for a short time. Meguru, I apologize for the night. I did such a terrible thing to you. Meguru leaned on the handrail with his elbow, and I walked over to him. He then started to smile at me, but it looked lifeless. In the past, I did reckless things when I was lonely. It's a bad habit of mine. In the past? Yes, would you listen to one of my stories? I silently nodded. What a relief. I wasn't sure what I would do if you pushed me away. Meguru acted a little bit more like himself and sighed a breath of relief. However, he didn't string his words together very well after that. Meguru, just talk slowly if you need to. I gently put my hand on top of the one Meguru was using to lean on the rail. Your hand is so warm. After a short pause, Meguru started talking as he looked up at the dark night sky. When my sister passed away, I got a raise at my company and became busier. Because of that, I wasn't there when she died. The guilt I felt turned into depression. So that's what happened. Around that time, I saved a girl I had been flirting with by using financial powers. I hadn't done it for any particular reason, but those women had started to heal my wounds. They let me forget my guilt and sorrow. I didn't know what to say to Meguru, but in exchange I held his hand more tightly. That's why I hadn't realized what they had actually wanted. I had bought love, kindness, and foolishness with money. The happiness I had gotten was meaningless. Then why did you do it? I gave it my best guess. Was money your only solution? Were you lonely? You'd realize, but I continued doing it? Eh? Was money your only solution? That was the only thing I could think of at the time. Noriko, it's just like you said, I've never actually loved anyone before. My guru. I was just so lonely. I must have known you were right. That's why I couldn't bear the fact that you point out my mistakes. In the end, Sake never loved me, and those women left my side. And above all else, I don't even know how to love someone. I'm sorry. I had no thing about Meguru. Meguru, I'm so sorry. No, don't apologize. Everything you told me was true. But, if possible, Meguru took my hand and grasped it tightly in his chest as he looked straight into my eyes. I want you to forgive me, Noriko. Please pardon the actions I did out of loneliness. I'm in no position to forgive you. Why'd you tell all of that to me? Meguru stumbled on his words. I don't know, but Meguru continued to blink in hesitation. I wasn't mad at you in the first place. Noriko, I wanted to alleviate Meguru's loneliness, even if it was only for a little bit. I decided to initiate a kiss for the first time. The lights around us dazzled beautifully as I gently pressed my lips against his. We continued to kiss for a long time. It was far longer and silent than any other kiss we had had. I then slowly pulled my lips away from him. I want you to stay by my side, just for tonight. He gently hugged me as if he was holding something fragile. Meguru. He was always been surrounded by others, but couldn't handle being alone. I slowly nodded my head as Meguru continued to embrace me. Noriko, you won't regret your decision, right? Now that I have you, I'm sure I won't be able to let you go halfway through. Is that all right with you? Yes, if that's what you desire. In order to teach Meguru true love, I was willing to do anything. You feeling a bit anxious, I started to pray that Meguru would love me and only me. Meguru brought me to his room, and we lay down on his soft bed. Noriko. Meguru took off the high heels I've been wearing. He kissed the tips of my toes and my heels. His lips then crawled up onto my thighs. He put his hands inside my dress and caressed my legs with his palms. He quickly started sucking on my inner thighs. I squealed on reflex with Meguru's lips, and Curious hands didn't stop. Meguru! I couldn't stand how embarrassing it was and covered my face. Please, don't hide your face. Look into my eyes. Noriko, I want to feel you. I expected a more passionate face. It looks so sad. I want to know that you're here in my arms, and that you love me. Meguru. I put my arms onto his back as he hung over my upper body. Our eyes met, but Meguru's looked a bit sad as he winced. I love it when you look at me like that. Your eyes are as clear as the surface of a lake. I can see myself in them. He combed my bangs back and kissed my eyelids. Noriko. He brought his lips to my neck as he whispered passionately to me. He left a crimson mark on an area that my hair could barely cover. No. I tried to look away, but Meguru's long fingers pinned my chin down. I told you that I wouldn't be able to stop myself, didn't I? But it was my first time, and I tried to stop what was about to happen with my trembling voice. And then, tell me, where do you want me to kiss you? Where would you like me to do to you? My chest, I was embarrassed to say, my heart, my body, everywhere. I like that last everywhere. My heart, my body, I'll give it all to you. I could feel my face getting red, tightly squeezed my eyes shut. Meguru then hugged me back. In that case, I'll take the thing I desire most from you, your heart. He opened my lips up and gave me a deep kiss. At that moment, he used his fingers to fondle the tips of my breasts. I felt an electric shock pulse through my body and my back started to twitch. He kept teasing me with his fingertips. As I shook with pleasure, I continued calling out Meguru's name over and over. Our bodies fit snugly together as Meguru hugged me tightly. I kept panting short breaths. Meguru. Oh, I could feel him entering me. The two of us were becoming one. I was so happy. My skin felt hot as he touched it, and we stuck to each other. Noriko. Meguru whispered to me in his low voice. As he did, my head and entire body started to get hot. I wish I could have met you sooner. Meguru. I pressed my nails into Meguru's back as he sought to go deeper into me. Me too. I want to be with you forever. That was my wish, but I wanted to hear everything he had to say. If I could do that, you wouldn't have to feel lonely. Yes, you're so kind. If only I had someone like you, that I might not have made all those mistakes when my sister died. I was sure of it. Meguru was opening up to me and talking about his feelings properly. It was because he really loved me. No! Don't leave us like that. I was getting good. I really did get good, but you stopped in the middle. Okay. Well, that ends that part of chapter 11. I'll see you guys in chapter 12. Until next time, bye. Kaze out.